I recently bought a 2017 MINI Clubman ALL4 S. In this video, I'm going to review the car. My name is Ethan, and welcome to Car Creations. This car is both the longest as well as the widest Mini ever made. However, Mini actually was able to keep the original proportions of their Minis, and because of this, it made it both fun as well as practical. One of the unique things about this car is its barn doors. And Clubmans have always had barn doors as long as Mini have made Clubmans. The modern ones, you can go like this underneath the car and they automatically open. I didn't know my car had that. However, some people don't have the car spec'd with that, so you just have to open them the manual way. So let's come along and look into the back of the car, because this car is actually really roomy. It's even more roomy than the Countryman. So as you can see here, the back is actually super roomy, and you can have a parcel shelf here as well as this load cover, which I couldn't actually figure out how to take it off, so leave in the comments how do you get the parcel shelf off. It'd be super nice to get this off. When you fold down the seats, you have a huge area in the back. So I'm just going to do that now. So you just pull up right here, and then this seat can go down. And also that's the same with the other one over here. So you could fit any manner of objects back here, whether skis or suitcases or a coffin. Yeah, a coffin. You could fit a coffin back there if you wanted to. Yeah, there's tons of room. So let me just get the seats back up so I can show you how much room is actually in the back seats. So there's tons of room. So this is where my seat normally is, but I could be here on a long journey. I could stretch out, put my feet right underneath the front seat. Mini do an amazing thing by making cutouts in the back of the seat so you can put your knees in there. There's honestly a ton of room, and it's super comfortable. And one of my favorite things is that they have a moonroof, so you passengers can also see the roof, and it makes it less gloomy. And it kind of opens up the car and makes it feel less claustrophobic. The middle seat here is a bit high, but it's not impossible. I'm not the shortest dude on earth, but I could be here for a trip. Not that I'm volunteering, I'm driving. And then one of the nice things about this car too is these vents. So you can control the heat to be wherever you want on your legs. If you happen to have a family with car seats, there's ISOFIX spots on both of the seats in the back. So this car inside has lots of little pockets, okay? So there's huge ones in the door. There's places here. I can fit, like, honestly, random GoPros, drones, anything you want in the door. In between you have a phone holder, and then if you shut the phone holder, open up, you have another area underneath. And the nice thing is they put this nice material that stops your coins from clattering all over the place when you're on bumpy roads. So for most of the time when you're driving your car and it's just you have the seat wherever you want it at all times. However, if you have people in the family who like to have the seat farthest forward as possible, with the back straight up as possible, and you're sitting there like grandma, and you get in, and you try to drive, the next thing you know you're stomping the gas and brake pedal because you're so close. Then you realize that someone changed your seating positions. This car is super easy to get back. So if you've set your spot before, all you have to do is press the memory button, hold it down, and it'll go to that exact position that you always like. In this car, you can see around you extremely well. There's not many blind spots, and although the back barn doors make this pillar going down the center, the sides are actually wide enough for you to look through. I would say it even has more visibility than a Countryman. I've shown you pretty much around the exterior. Now I'm just going to run into town because I saw this cool parking garage. Honestly, this car looks good wherever. So it looks awesome in the woods where we are. It looks awesome in the country. It looks awesome in the city. So we're just going to try to get a few shots of different scenery as we go throughout the review, and just kind of show how honestly it looks amazing everywhere. we parked in the only puddle. Anyways, this car can hold up to 5 people. There's tons of room. And unlike other cars, you have 4 doors. In fact, you have even more than 4 doors. You have 6 doors. The back seats are huge. It's much better than the hatchback, where you have to awkwardly get the person in front of you to fold down the chair and then try to climb out like something given birth. Actually, it looks really cool with all the doors wide open. So in this car, the entertainment system is actually pretty cool. It's pretty much like any BMW iDrive system. However, this is the older style, and it's also the smaller screen. So what I might do is upgrade it in the future. It comes with standard with heated seats and everything really that you need. So what MINI did with the styling in this car is they took the unique MINI styling they already had in the hatchbacks, and they kind of just made it more grander. And it gives it a unique kind of posh feel inside the car. You can get LEDs to light up within your trim. You can spec Alcantara everywhere. You can spec really anything you want. I would go to the configurator online and just go ham with it and see what you can get off. Apparently there's thousands of different combinations worth of customizations for the cars. This car is unfortunately automatic. However, you can actually find a manual one. All right, let's leave this windy place. All we have left now is to take it out for a drive and see how it feels on the road. In the city, this car gets around 25 to 27 miles per gallon, and on the highway it can get to 30, or if you drive very carefully, even better. I drive most of the time in the city recently. Most of the time in the city, as well as going on and off dirt roads, so the ALL4 kicks in, so I get around 26.5 miles per gallon, according to the trip computer. It's pretty decent. I mean, it could be better, if I'm honest. So how is the car's ride? Well, it's actually really decent. When you put in sports mode, the suspension does harden in this. You feel very planted around corners. In fact, I'd even dare say it's even more planted than when I drive in my JCW. It's also not as hard as my JCW, if you know what I mean. Like when I'm driving up and down our very bumpy road, it's actually, you feel a lot more cushy. So you pop it into green mode and it loosens up the suspension, and it's not a Rolls Royce, but it's decent on a bumpy road. It's even better than my brother's M235i, which is quite surprising considering that's more of a luxury vehicle. So what we're going to do next, we're going to go find some B roads and talk about some more of its performance. It's really surprising how much fun it is on back road B roads. So although it's slower than the standard Cooper S hatchback, this car is like, it handles these B roads like nothing else. This particular trim has a standard 4-cylinder 2-liter engine. It produces around 189 horsepower with 207 foot-pounds of torque. And when you pop into sport mode, oh my goodness, it just so planted and feels so fun along these roads. The exhaust isn't super loud, but it's just loud enough to be there so you know that your car is doing something special, and it gives you an excitement feeling in your chest. If you pop the windows down, you can actually hear the exhaust pop and crack a little bit. And this shifter in the center is just so much fun to use. This car doesn't have paddle shifters, which would be nice, but honestly, just using the shifter stock in the center is just fine. You can get this car in manual, but they're actually quite rare, as most people don't spec them in manual because they're more of a family type car and more of a city car. One of the things that I love about this car is just how planted it feels. Because it's quite wide and it has a harder suspension. When you're driving, you honestly don't feel like you're driving a 168-inch vehicle. When you do a shoulder check or when you quickly get on the highway, it's super quick and snappy and it's a ton of fun. However, because of that hardened suspension, it is quite hard over bumps. Here, I'll show you here. As we go over these train tracks, you'll probably notice the camera jump. However, it's not anywhere near as bad as my JCW. This car is spec'd with the MINI's ALL4 all-wheel drive system. It actually does amazing. In the wintertime, you can get through any amount of snow you throw at it. You even got it hung up and it was still able to get out of the snow. And then, if you're looking for some spirited driving on a dirt road or on an icy road, if you twist the front wheel and you give it some gas, the rear wheels will take over and the front will stop, and you kind of get this rear-wheel drive feeling car. You'll find that you're able to do donuts and all sorts of shenanigans if you're so inclined. So let's just do a little launch for you guys and you kind of see how quick it actually is. So much fun. So to do a launch, you hold down the brake and the gas pedal, and then it will do a little, the revs will go up, and then when you're ready, you just let go and you'll just fly. Yeah, honestly, I did not expect it to be that cool. So the sun's going down. It's like, it's perfect to do B-roll. So we'll get the drone up in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so this car looks absolutely gorgeous with this beautiful view, and honestly the spec is amazing. I love the color. In the fall, it just really makes this car. So this view and this car does come with a price. So these cars start at $30,000 new, and with speccing it out, they can go all the way up to 40 and past that, which is quite a chunk of change. However, if you do what we did and you get a car that's used, you can actually get it for under 20K. Which is an amazing deal for what this has to offer. So I would say go find something with a couple kilometers on it and get it used, and you won't regret it at all. Well, that has been our review today. If you have any questions or comments, or even just want to add something else that you guys like about your Clubman to the comments, leave it below. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, as it really helps out the channel and to get these videos pushed to more people. We thank you all for watching and have a good day. I like how the Model S has such a wide hips. Good thing about that. Stance. Model S has a wide stance.
I'm sorry. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm getting tired, okay?